time this was recording. Damn. So what's up, YouTube? I'm back with another tutorial. So this time I'm gonna try something a little different from the other video. I'm gonna do like a voiceover type of thing. So I'm gonna just shut up and do my makeup. And with the voiceover, you know, I'll be able to be a little bit more articulate and a little more specific with what I'm doing instead of just, you know, saying whatever as I go along, because I'd like this video to be a bit more structured. But yeah, no more rose gold hair. I think I'm gonna go for like a platinum silver, like basically white, if I can even get it to that level, because I have like the darkest natural hair possible. But that's besides the point. I'm gonna do something colorful, so yeah, stay tuned. Alright, so first things first, I'm gonna take this e.l.f. illuminating face primer. I like it because it's light and it feels whipped and it's golden. So ever since I bought it, I just, you know, kind of really liked it. Usually I use like a matte primer, but that's besides the point. I put that in the zones where I usually highlight and put highlights, so I like how it like leaves this like shimmery golden look on my face. So I'm taking that and I'm rubbing it in with clean hands and a clean face. Alright, so next I'm going to take this e.l.f. eyebrow gel. It's like a dark brown, and I'm going to take my angled brush that I usually use, and I am going to prepare to do my eyebrows with gel. But before I do that, I have to take this spoolie and I have to brush my eyebrows up and over so that the product can apply as best as possible, because you don't want to just slap it on, you know, because if you do that then you might get some clumps. So you just want to straighten your eyebrows out as best as possible. So next I'm going to take this LA Girl Pro Concealer in Cool Tan, and I'm going to use that to prime my eyes for my eyeshadow and also to perfect my eyebrows. So I'm going to kind of slap that all over my eye. This is the only time I use the actual applicator brush, is when I just, you know, slap it on all of the space I have on my eyes. But then when it comes to being a little bit more precise, when you get up to the eyebrow, I use a different brush so that it doesn't look so harsh. So I'm gonna take that brush and concealer that I have on my hand, and I'm going to carefully go against my eyebrows and make sure it comes out as perfect as I always want it to be. Now clearly that concealer is way lighter than my foundation, so for everything to seamlessly blend after I apply the eyeshadow, I just take a dab of my foundation and I put it in the corners of where the concealer kind of starts to end, and I blend that in so that I won't have any problems in the future once my eyeshadow is all done, and you won't see that harsh difference between the concealer and the foundation. Before I do anything with eyeshadows, I take some tape and I put it at the corner of my eye so that that line can be sharp, as you see I did on the other eye already. Okay, so I'm gonna reach into my Juvia's Place Masquerade palette and I'm gonna take some of Zobo with my Morphe blending brush. I'll be a little bit more descriptive in the description, of course, as to which brush this is, but it's my absolute favorite for blending. Nonetheless, I'm taking Zobo and I'm blending that out along my eye. And I'm going back in as much as I need to until I'm satisfied with the pigment. Okay, so next I'm going in with my Morphe 35M palette and I'm taking the darkest matte purple that they have and I'm using that to transition. So at first I started using this blending brush, but I was kind of getting a little annoyed by it, so I picked up another e.l.f. brush and I'm using that, and as you can see, it's actually applying a lot better. So I'm taking that and I'm going in the crease and I'm just going in and in the corners so I can make sure that when I cut my crease and I blend it with a shimmery purple, it'll blend, you know, as best as possible and you won't be able to tell where the color ends or starts. So now I'm taking more of my LA Girl Pro Concealer that's still on my hand in the color Cool Tan and I'm creating my cut crease. So with this, I'm using a flat brush. I see that some people tend to use bigger brushes, but because I'm so precise and I want to make sure that, you know, I don't make any mistakes and it's as round as possible and just how I want it, I use this size brush is okay. So just make sure that your brush is nice and pinched and it doesn't have any flyaway, you know, for lack of a better term, little flyaway hairs, I guess, because even the smallest piece that is a flyaway, it can mess up the whole cut crease. Like, it's happened to me before. I don't want it to happen to you. Worst comes to worst, if there's a flyaway that won't go away, just cut it off. But, you know, just make sure everything is even so you can get the best result. Alright, so now we're gonna stay in the Masquerade palette for a while, you guys. So I'm gonna go in with the color Giza, and I'm gonna put that in the corner of my eye because I want the lightest color to be there. So there's no other better way that I can explain this, but I'm gonna put more than what you will end up seeing. So I'm gonna like bring that color out a little more, but then the next color that I'm gonna use is eventually gonna, you know, cover it a little bit, but that'll also help with the transition, so it's all good. Okay, so now I'm gonna take Molly from the Masquerade palette with a bigger flat brush and I'm going to pat that along right next to Giza. So like I said, I'm going to end up covering Giza just a little bit, but not all the way. And later on in the video, you're gonna see me go back and forth between the two just to make sure they blend seamlessly. So yeah. Alright, so now I'm going back and forth between the colors Dahlia and Zola, and I'm putting that right next to the color Molly. So I was gonna do these two colors separately, but I found that no matter how much I try to transition them, they kind of end up looking mixed. So that's why I went between each color and I just applied that as one. Alright, so lastly, I'm going to take the dark purple shimmery color in the palette called Marquita, and I'm going to use that to transition into that dark matte purple that I got from the Morphe 35M palette. Was it 35M? Yes, I got it right. So yeah, I'm taking that, and as you can see, it has a lot of purple that I'm putting on there, and I'm gonna go back and forth between the blue and the purple as you see here to make sure they transition nicely. Alright, so now I'm going back in with the dark matte purple that I got from the Morphe palette, and I'm just making sure that blends nicely and you don't see that harsh shimmery purple that Marquita offers. And I just want to make sure that, you know, like I said 1,000 times, blend, blend, blend. I like my eyes to look as perfect as possible. Just making sure it looks as good as the other one, that's all. Okay, so now I'm going in with this Huda Beauty palette, and I'm gonna use that and go, well, I already did all of my highlight and contour and everything, so now I'm just using that silver color. They don't have any names, so it's whatever, it's silver, the only silver in there. I'm using that, and I'm going in the corner of my eye, and I'm gonna blend that with another color inside the palette. Okay, so I'm alternating between two different blues, and I'm using that to blend that a little bit into the silver, but I'm not trying to take away from the silver, so you'll still be able to clearly see it, but I'm just blending that into the next color that I made between those two colors. And these colors in this palette are very creamy and they're very shimmery as well, so I really do like them. So yeah, I'm using that as kind of an under eye thing. Usually I don't put too much eyeshadow under my eyes because I don't know, I don't like it too much, but for this one I'll do it. Alright, as you can see, I already brought that same energy to the other eye, and now I'm in my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This is the Glow Kit. And I'm using that blue highlight, and I'm highlighting my nose lightly. I'm highlighting the bridge of my nose. I like to put some on my forehead. And I'm doing all of this after I've already set my face. And clearly you can see a little blush that I put there. I've been getting into blush lately, you know. I like it. It's growing on me. You know, black people don't blush, but I kind of like this. That's why I was always skeptical about it. I'm like, you know, black people don't blush. What you wearing blush for? But it's cute. It's really cute. So anyway, yeah. This little technique that I'm doing with this brush, this is a Morphe brush. Now, I like to spot it, and then I like to like kind of flick it up as you see. I call that my little shooting star technique. You like that? So with any mistakes that I make while doing this little technique, because sometimes I can get ahead of myself, I just take my concealer brush and I just kind of clean up where I feel like I'm doing a little too much, and I'll keep going. I'm gonna do more off camera clearly, but you know. Okay, so this is literally my favorite part of my highlighting process. I love going right underneath my eyebrow, and it's just a different type of shine. Like, I just love it. Like, when you when people see the side profile, they gonna see that highlight, just like they gonna see that little shooting star technique highlight that, you know, I just did. But I just really like highlighting under my eyebrows. Like, yeah, I'm never gonna stop that. After all that is done, you know you gotta spritz. I actually have this Wet n Wild matte finish spritz. It's been working for me. My face has not been melting off. So I'm taking this Beauty Gems palette set thing that I got from Ulta, and I'm using the lip glosses in there because I'm going for this purplish hue color. So yeah, I'm taking that and I'm going over my lip a couple times so I can get the color I want. Now I'm taking a regular lip gloss that I got from a beauty store. It was about $1, and I'm going over my lips with that just to give my lips more shine. Alright guys, so this is the final result. I may or may not take pictures. Like I always say, I didn't take pictures on my last video, but this is my colorful eye look. I wish I had some more shimmery reds, some shimmery yellows if they exist, but I got an orange. But you know, this is my version of a colorful look. I'll do more in the future, but feel free to follow my Instagram, feel free to comment, definitely subscribe. All of the support that you give me is appreciated. I'm not too greedy, y'all. I just want to share my talent with y'all, and I want to help you improve on makeup skills. I want to help give you ideas. I'm just here to help. Yeah, so thank you for watching my second YouTube video. I'm very excited about where all of this is going to go and how much my channel is going to grow this year and for the years to come. So yes, y'all, I'm here to stay. All right. Thank you so much for the support, and I will see you in my next video. Hopefully school doesn't get too hectic before I make another good one. All right, peace, y'all.